What's up, everybody? It's the Tabletop Tyrant, and I'm here today to talk about the Hellcannon. This was a viewer-requested video, and if my voice sounds hoarse, I'm sorry. I'm getting over being nasty sick. Holidays really took it out of me, and then everything else in life. So I am on the up and up, however. So if you want a character or unit put into one of these videos, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll start getting them knocked out. What I do is I talk about the lore, hit up the profile on them, talk about how they play in the tabletop, and make a little card you can screenshot and keep in your back pocket in case you decide to run it. Hellcannon is a pretty massive demon engine built by the Dawizar, the Chaos Dwarves over in Zarnagrund. It's also operated and maintained by them. A warrior of chaos and marauder will not be touching the controls of the Hellcannon. And that's for a multitude of reasons. The Dawizar are pretty notorious for trapping demons and stuff inside their war machines. And with the Hellcannon, it's no different. Demons are known to be very unpredictable and not very suggestible to doing what you want them to do. So it's not uncommon to see said Hellcannons rolling down the front line, eating people, or eating its own crew, or worse, exploding and damaging everything around it because it's angry. Hellcannons, though, provide a really awesome thing called fire support. Warriors of Chaos have none of it. And this Hellcannon will pepper a unit with fire and brimstone with its Doomfire and just beat the tar out of it. Such Doomfire can inspire fear in the hearts of their enemies. And if that doesn't do it, then how they fuel this demon engine will inspire fear. Because the demon engine isn't fueled by coal or anything man-made. It's fueled, well, I guess it is man-made. It's fueled by the enemy's bodies and souls. As it burns away the flesh and it melts out the back, looking like wax, it uses its last soul to propel the magical attack forward into their enemy lines. Fantastic demon engine, very metal, very crazy. So, that's a little lore tidbit for it, and now we're going to move on to the tabletop. How did this bad boy play on the tabletop? Honestly, it may say Hellcannon, but it's pretty much a stone thrower. Be that as it may be, there was a huge difference. Cannons were pretty much snipers, and Hellcannons were not. It's not all bad, though. It was a rare choice at 210 points, and it had a good series of special rules with it, as well as a pretty good stat line, as you can see here on the screen. So, moving forward, it had a series of special rules. Demonic attacks are pretty much magical attacks, large target, monster and handlers, as well as terror and unbreakable. Unbreakable is a big thing because this thing could run off, as we'll talk about further on. It also had its own army-specific special rules, which I listed on the card. Cage Fury was pretty much a leadership check. If you failed the leadership check, you rolled 3d6, and it moved directly towards the nearest enemy unit, 3d6 random movement in a compulsory phase, so you couldn't charge because charging is the first thing you do. Now, if you passed your leadership check, nothing happened, you're good, status quo is as normal. It also had the Demonic Construct special rule, which is a 4-up armor save and a 5-up ward save. Really good, actually, if you think about it. It's a monster with chaos armor and demonic save. Pretty awesome, you couldn't ask for much more. Moving on to the meat and potatoes, you're looking at Doomfire. With a range of 12 to 60 inches, it was a small blast template, strength 5 in the entire template. However, the whole was strength 10, which is pretty disgusting. It had slow to fire, move or fire, and d6 multiple wounds. However, that only applied to the center hole, which was strength 10. So you could potentially knock out a monster, a BSB, a hero, if you roll direct hit. So also, what it does, if an enemy unit suffers one wound, just one from this thing, it has to take a leadership check as if it had lost 25% of its unit.
Then I shall...
Now, it doesn't just take a leadership check at full leadership, it's -1 to its leadership for that test. So you're forcing kind of them to decide whether they're going to stick around or break. And if you hit a Night Goblin force with it, there's a good chance they could run. Maybe they had some fanatics and they're out of there. I thoroughly enjoyed the Hellcannon because it gave my Chaos Warriors some much needed fire support. However, there is still a misfire chart, and you're not consulting the cannon or the stone thrower in the back of the rulebook. You're looking at the army book misfire chart. As you'll see on the card here, there you roll a d6 and you see what happens. 1 is the entire thing explodes. 3d6 inches. Every unit takes d6 strength 5 hits. That's an oofy doofy. You don't want that. You're going to be hurting yourself. The only time I could see that being good is if you somehow got charged. But this thing's going to run off before that happens. Number 2 is Schlurp. You pretty much just lose a crew. He eats it because he's hungry. Hey, you know what? All's well that ends well. Number 3 is Thuzz, and this is kind of my favorite. It's like pretty much burping out all this magical energy, and every wizard, friend or foe, within 24 inches of this Hellcannon must take a leadership check. If they fail, guess what? You're rolling on the miscast table. Now, anything that says lose X amount of power dice won't take effect. However, if you do lose spells, you determine it at random, but you still lose those spells. So pretty cool. Hard to kind of get that. You got to wish for misfire and then a 3. So you're putting all your eggs in one basket if you're developing a strategy around that. Number 4 is Grrr. I'm acting these out because I'm an idiot. But pretty much, it eats the entire crew. The crew's removed from play, and now you're left with just the monster. Number 5 is Blood. It obviously gets to do its Caged Fury as if you failed. So 3d6 movement, compulsory movement phase. Must move towards the nearest unit to the Hellcannon. And then 6 is Boom. You treat that template as if everything's doubled to a maximum of 10. So your 10 in the hole does not become strength 20. So the entire template becomes strength 10, and then you remove the entire cannon and crew from play. Now, how would I implement the Hellcannon on the tabletop? You have to have 2 plans for it. You have to plan for it to fail. You have to plan to not cage its fury and to just run off. So what I do is I wait and I deploy it last, and I wait for someone to put down something I want it to attack if I fail. Always have it in mind that you're going to fail. Now, if it doesn't, have it in your mind it's going to misfire, because 2 of the 3 are what happened to me 90% of the time. And then also have a target designated that you want to kind of pepper and pound it in the dirt. Never focus on something that's a big deal. Don't focus on their glass cannon army. For me personally, set your troops up to take apart whatever their strong arm is. Use this to take out supporting elements and force that panic check on them. And that's pretty much how I would do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. A little bit different style. If you like this style, let me know. I'll try to do it more often. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And don't forget, we're doing Beastman Army Book Breakdown and the Dwarf Army Book Breakdown this Tuesday and Wednesday. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Take care, and peace.